I'm going to do this live stream. And then I'm going to get off. Okay?
Okay.
Spend your dad's money, not mine. All right. Breakup Friday. Now, if you have come back to me, and maybe you were in my YouTube page today, I want to make something very clear to you, because I think some of you all are accepting too much mess, and then y'all trying to figure out, should you stay with him? Let me help you out. All right, because first of all, he's not providing. Break up with him. If he is not wanting to give provisions or showing himself to be a leader and wanting to make sure that he is capable and able to take care of a family, break up with him today. Today is Breakup Friday. We are no longer going to sit here and try to overwhelm ourselves with tactics or techniques to get a man to act right. Trust me when I tell you, when a man want to act right, he'll act right. Y'all putting too much energy and trying to get somebody that doesn't even see you as a wife to act right. So stop wasting your energy. So this is Breakup Friday. If he is not giving provision or capable of providing for you, break up with him today, right now. Matter of fact, don't even leave the live stream. Go to somebody else's phone. Go move around. I don't care what you do. Send him a text. Do what you need to do. Let that man go. Okay? If this man has called you out of your name, break up with him right now. Break up with him today. There's no explaining. There's no explanations. There's no trying to figure out why he did it, why he said it. I don't care if you're going through a hard time. If he's disrespecting you and he's showing you that he's not respectful to you as a wife, as the woman he considers to be in love with you, break up with him today. Today is Breakup Friday. Let's stop sitting here overwhelming ourselves with trying to figure tactics and techniques to try to hold on to a man who ain't even worthy of our time. If this man is not your husband, why are y'all out here trying to figure out how to train a man? Stop it. Break up with him today. So if he's not providing, break up with him. If he's disrespectful, he's called you outside of your name. And that means if he's calling you something that is not the name that is given you by your birth from your mother and your father, break up with him today. Today's Breakup Friday. If this man is not taking you out on dates, he's not spoiling you, he's not making you feel safe and secure, break up with him today. Y'all got to stop wasting your own time. Stop trying to figure out tactics and techniques to hold on to a man that does not even see you or see your value. A person knows when they see you and understand and value you, they're going to show you that. You're going to get that back for them. There's not too much of this, let me figure out how to teach him. Let me figure out how to show him. Let me figure out how him to experience consequences. Y'all stop. Y'all are depleting yourself of your energy. You need that energy to create. You can't create if you're too busy trying to figure out how to make a man be a man. You can't do it. Break up with him today. So if he's not providing and giving provisions to you, what we doing today? Breakup Friday. If this man's being disrespectful to you, what we doing today? We're breaking up today. No longer. And we're not trying to explain ourselves. I don't care what y'all, I don't care about ghosting. I'm old school. You don't see me no more when you mistreat me. You don't see me no more and get any more of my time or energy when you don't value me. I'm old school. I don't care about ghosting. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Breakup Friday. So y'all are driving yourself crazy and depleting your energy trying to hold on to a man that is not yours. Baby, it's just your time. It's just your moment to be with him, but he was never yours in the first place. Breakup Friday. If this man is not giving you provisions, not trying to provide for you, not trying to impress you, he's not trying to be there for you, break up with him today. Why are we holding on to a man who's not valuable to us in the first place? If this man is a drain on my energy, he gotta go. He gotta go bye-bye. I need that energy to create. I need that energy to multiply. And I can't do that if it's all out there on him. It's all out there supporting him, encouraging him, cheerleading him on, helping him achieve his dreams. Baby, what about me? Y'all gotta learn, when a man is taking too much from you and he's trying to get the last little bit that's left, break up Friday. It's time to break up with them. Y'all are really taking on more than what you deserve to take on. More than what is required for a relationship. And then you're wondering why I'm not experiencing even an attempt of what some of these women are experiencing, because you're spending too much time with the man you should have broke up with yesterday. Instead of breaking breaking up with him, instead of, contemplating or thinking about breaking up with him, baby, break up with him today. Today's breakup Friday. If you're confused, break up with him. If you're confused, break up with him. And there's no explanation there. I don't need to explain that. If you are in a state of confusion with a man and you think he wants you, he don't. That is just simple. And a lot of us are getting distracted and getting taken advantage of. If you're confused by this man, you don't know where you stand in this man's life, break up with that man today. Text that man that we are done. It's breakup Friday. We break it up with people that no longer bring value or don't recognize our value. We're no longer trying to figure out how to teach a man who is not our man. Maybe it's just our time with him. Maybe he was there for a learning. He was there for a lesson, and we just stayed too long. Have you learned enough? I have. I want you to learn and move along, because y'all have to learn that you're putting too much energy in something that is not yours in the first place. Why are y'all training men that aren't yours? Why are y'all training men that aren't yours? He is not yours. He's taking the benefits of the relationship and going on and being better and evolving. But that is not your job or position. Break up Friday. If he's disrespectful, break up with him. If he's not taking you out and not showing and impressing you, break up with him. If he is not being the man that you desire in your life, break up with you. If you're confused and you just don't know and you don't know what y'all doing, break up with him. You do know what y'all are doing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Stop wasting y'all time and energy. Trust me when I tell you, the right man knows he's the right man, and you know he's the right man. You don't have to do or jump through so many hoops. Somebody lied to y'all and told y'all that relationships are a struggle. Relationships are easy. They're the easiest thing you're going to do in your life when you are in alignment with the person you're supposed to be with. But when you're not supposed to be with that person, it's nothing but struggle, and it's nothing but pressure to be in that relationship. And you'll know the difference once you get there. Trust me when I tell you, being in the right relationship, there's no confusion. There's no, I got to teach him this and he not listening. Y'all, where y'all get these type of men? Y'all don't understand that there's men out there are self-aware and accountable. They'll know when they made a mistake and come to you and say, look, I made this mistake. Forgive me, please. But these because y'all deal with men who don't want to be with you. He don't want you, sis. And that's okay. Move around because you don't want him either. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want a man who don't want you. You want that man to want you. You want that man to desire you. You want that man to want to please you and impress you. You don't want a man who don't want you. That's not even worth anything. That's not even worth your time or your energy. It's breakup Friday. We're going to stop. No longer are we going to sit here and take our time to try to figure out tactics and techniques to get this man to act right. That's not our problem. When you let that man go, if you let that man go, and he's willing to jump through hoops, climb a mountain, do the things required in order to get back in your life, then you know that it meant something. But if you let that man go and he ain't doing anything but waiting on you to come around and turn around or to change your mind, baby, it didn't mean anything. Break up with that man. Trust me, you'll know all you need to know when you break up with a man. If that man sees you as his wife, there's nothing going to stop him from going to make it right. There's nothing going to stop him from coming to you and saying, hey, maybe I gave you the wrong expectation. Maybe I didn't say something that you needed to hear. Maybe I need to do something differently. Please let me know. But when a man don't want you, he ain't doing any of that anyway. Break up Friday. Trust me, you'll know what you need to know if you break up with them. Everybody, right now, if you're dealing with a man you're confused, break up with him. There won't be any confusion once you're done. Why? Because the man that really wants you and wants to see you as a wife, sees the value in you, he's going to move differently, because he's going to come to you and be like, oh, what did I do wrong? The man that's waiting on you to come to him, that's the man you need to let go and release back to the streets, because where he came from, because he needs to be there. Y'all holding on to the wrong type of man. Y'all trying to get better, become better, and evolve and level up as women, but you're doing it for the wrong man. And then you're wondering why you're not getting the results that you deserve and desire. It's because you're dealing with a man who doesn't want you. He doesn't even see your value anyway. It's like sitting here trying to give rubies to a pig. Why y'all doing that? Stop giving rubies to a pig. Stop. Because he's never going to see what you see or what you know. Because he doesn't care. Y'all are confused. And it's confusing out here in the streets, right? Relationship advice, experts, gurus. They got so many different things to say. But y'all jumping into all these spaces to learn what they know, and they're misdirecting you because they confuse themselves. They confuse themselves. Probably because what they did, they jumped through hoops to get their man. I ain't jumping through no hoop. Baby, I'm sitting down, I'm looking pretty. I'm not jumping over no mountain, no hill, no problem, no issues. I'm not doing any of that. If you ain't doing that for me, baby, I know you don't want me. You don't want me enough. And I'm not for you. I'm not going to force myself on a man either. Like, y'all got to save your energy and your time. Trust me when I tell you, all the things you're doing to be in this relationship, you could have been in a new one. Baby, it's breakup Friday. We get rid of him today. We get a new one tomorrow. We're not sitting around pouting and worrying about, is he coming back? Because he was never meant to be there. You wasted your own time. He was the lesson that you weren't willing to learn. Some men come in as a lesson or a blessing or a curse. Some of y'all stand around to figure out. I'm not. I am not, and you shouldn't either. Trust me when I tell you break up with him today and he really sees value in the relationship. He's going to come to you and find out what he needs to do to get back in your good graces. He'll come back to you and let you know, well, maybe he messed up. Maybe he didn't say something correctly. Maybe he didn't communicate something correctly. Maybe he didn't impress or he didn't do something to let you know that he was serious about you. Breakup Friday. Y'all, because y'all drive me crazy. I love you all to the moon and back. But y'all drive me crazy. Because you all are trying to do too much to get the attention of a man. And it's driving me crazy. Because I'm never going to sit around and wait to see if this man desires me or sees value in me. Trust me when I tell you, a man normally knows within 30 to 60 days if he sees value in you or if he sees you as a wife. He already knows what he's dealing with. Y'all let these men trick you all into proving yourself to him. And then you get stuck in trying to figure out if you're doing it right or if you said something wrong or if you didn't do something to show that you're a wife. Let me tell you, do it all wrong. Do it all wrong. Because that'll tell the story. If he's self-accountable and self-aware, he's going to be like, look, we need to have a conversation. Don't we want a man who can communicate? Don't we want a man who can, a king who can communicate? I hate that word king, so I'm not going to use it. I hate it. We want a man who can communicate. So if there's something not right in the relationship, he should come to us and say, hey, I see you did this right here, and I really don't care for it. Oh, I see you said this and that. I don't feel too good about that. That's not something I would like you to repeat. A man who can communicate is a man you can work with. A man who can't communicate and who uses his emotions as a shield and tries to use consequences to get what he wants instead of just telling you exactly what he desires, that is an issue. And y'all don't recognize it because y'all are so inundated by so much information. It's information overload. I'm going to give you the simplest, easiest advice. Break up with him. Break up with him and you get everything you need to know. Trust me when I tell you, when a man sees you as a wife, there is no mistakes. Y'all know when a man really is into you, you can't make a mistake. Y'all know y'all are sitting here tearing your hair out, going to all these different live streams, being in these different spaces, jumping through these hoops, reading this book there, doing all these extra things is driving me crazy and you crazy when you don't have to. You don't have to. Men are very simple. If he wants you, he wants you. He'll literally come and get you. He'll do what it takes to get the relationship to where it needs to be. A man is the leader of the relationship anyway. So why are y'all doing so much to make it perfect or to perfect it? When he is the leader, trust me when I tell you, if a man is a leader and he is showing you that he doesn't care about the relationship, I'm going to follow his lead. And you should too. We should treat men as the leader in the manner they keep saying. They keep saying they're a leader. Let's treat them as a leader. So if they decide to lead us down the path, I don't care what you say, I'm going to mistreat you, I ain't trying to impress you, baby, I'm going to take your lead. And I'm going to take you at your word. Which means if you're telling me that you don't want me, baby, you don't want me. I'm not chasing you. I am not proving to you. I am not going to go after you and run after you to show you that I want you. Let me make it easy for you. Break up Friday. We're breaking up with everybody. Everybody. I don't care if it's a husband. Break up with him too, boo. Why? Because if he wants you, he gonna straighten up real quick. When a person sees something of value, they don't just dismiss that value to them. They're going to do what it takes to hold that value. They're going to do what it takes to keep the value. So if he values you, he's going to come to you and want to communicate. He's going to want to find out what he can do to improve. Y'all are doing too much. Stop jumping through hoops. That's what I'm going to teach. If you're in my dating workshop, May 28th, 29th, and 30th, I'm going to teach you these things because some of y'all are driving yourself crazy. And I'm getting a little bit of gray under this wig. And I don't like gray. I don't like gray. Y'all drive me crazy too because y'all ask me all kinds of questions And usually these questions are trying to figure out, what can I do to get this man to be better or to act right? It's all these type of questions. Those are the questions that drive me crazy. And these are the reasons why I had to come out here and do another live stream, because my lunch is still slow. Okay, DoorDash got some. They need to go ahead and move my food on, because it's a long intermittent fast I've been having. But stop thinking that you have to jump through hoops. The right man will allow you to make mistakes. You're never doing the wrong thing with the right man. That is the thing I learned. When a man sees value in you and he doesn't want to lose you, he'll straighten up real quick. But when you all are sitting here trying to do the work of the leader and trying to fix it, trying to correct it, trying to make it right so that y'all can get y'all relationship back on track, that is not y'all position. I haven't even talked about that, but I am going to start talking about it. It's not your position to fix your relationship. It is the leader position. Women fall in line. We follow. But women have taken the position of the leader. So y'all out here trying to fix something that the man should be fixing. He should be impressing. He should be proving. He should be doing these little things to tweak y'all's relationship. But we're all out of roll. We out of roll and we out of pocket. So we breaking up today. We are breaking up. It's breakup Friday. If this man's being disrespectful, break up with him now. Text him, ghost him. I don't care what you do. If he sees value in you, trust me, he's going to do a whole 360 and try to fix everything. And if you know what I know, don't let him walk through that door the same way he walked through it. Which means no man is allowed to walk through that door and come back the same way he left through it. You have to make sure that he is jumping through hoops and doing the things that's required to show that he deserves to be beside you. So we breaking up today. If he disrespected you, I don't care if he did it one time, he apologized. Break up with him right now. If he ain't taking care of his kids, break up with him right now. If he ain't providing, break up right now with him. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if y'all in a complicated relationship. Break up Friday. That's what we're doing. Because we have to get it out of our heads that we have to do so many things, jump through so many hoops in order to get a perfect relationship. Trust me when I tell you, with the right man that you want him to actually be the leader. Because I'm going to follow your lead. If you are telling me that you don't value our relationship, that our relationship doesn't mean anything to you, I'm going to take your lead. That means I am going to act like our relationship doesn't mean anything, that it's not of value, and that I should be dating other people. Take his lead. See, make things simple. I think we have made things so complicated that people are confused. People are confused. Let me make sure and make it clear so you're not confused. It is Breakup Friday. This means if this man is not giving provisions or providing, we're breaking up. This means if that man is disrespectful or any type of abuse, we're breaking up. If this man is not taking care of his kids, we're breaking up. We're breaking up if we're confused. If there's any little bit of confusion surrounding the relationship, we're breaking up. Because that means there is no relationship. He's taking the lead. Y'all need to start thinking on that level. A man is the leader in the relationship. This means that he is the one that needs to fix the relationship also. Y'all ain't never heard me say that because I've been saving and holding on that little bit of tea. A man is the one that's supposed to be fixing the relationship. We ain't supposed to be doing it. Okay, but we're here now, right? Because everybody has something to say. Everybody has confusing information to give when it comes to relationships. But y'all, let me tell you something else. Stop taking relationship advice from someone who hasn't done it or been there or done this. Like, y'all better start taking advice from people who have the blueprint versus someone who has a dream. Take his lead. If y'all are in a relationship right now and he is been a cheater the whole time, baby, take his lead. He a cheater. Like, we're breaking up. What is there to work on? Like, what are we trying to fix? He has shown you already that he doesn't value as in the relationship. So why would you try to fix it? And trust me, we're going to take his lead. A man is leading at all times. We're just not paying attention. If a man is leading you down a path and he doesn't want the relationship, baby, let him lead. Take his lead by not paying attention to the relationship either. I make stuff simple. Follow me. Because I'm so over the complicated, conflated information I come across on social media and everybody's confused. Let me make it simple for you. We're breaking up Friday. We break it up. We are no longer being in a relationship that are confusion. We're no longer being in a relationship where we disrespected. We no longer be in a relationship where he's not providing. We no longer be in a relationship where he doesn't take care of his kids. Baby, we breaking up. It's Breakup Friday. And if he want to make it right, he doesn't get to walk through that door and know where he left at. Because this is the reason why y'all get in these situations. Y'all be breaking up with these men, and these men look at y'all like, oh, she'll be back. Take his lead. If he is sitting there looking at you with that nonchalant smirk on his face like he doesn't care, baby, you don't care either. He a leader. Lead then. Let him lead. Let him set the pace and set the tone. Men are supposed to do this. This is a known thing. If a man doesn't care about the relationship, a woman ain't supposed to care about it either. If a man cheating, baby, let me tell you what I know about the real life, real world, reality. Y'all hear about all of the women. I live in these neighborhoods. Y'all hear about these high value men. Oh, I hate that word. Let's not use it. Let's not use it. High quality men. How they like to cheat when they got money. Do y'all know the women right there? The women understand. Let a man take his lead. The women understand this. So what they do, if they man cheating, trust me, the woman is cheated too. They just don't know about it. That's the reason why y'all are being lied to on the type of relationships that are out here truly. Like, it's not even realistic to a certain degree. So if this man is out here cheating, and he's cheating on his high quality, high value woman, as he like to talk about it, she cheating too. She just keeping hers under wraps. Y'all just don't know. Only person knows is her best friend, her best girlfriend. And then most of them don't tell that girl either. You just find out or catch it. And you be like, ooh, sis is over here getting her a piece too. So don't sit here and let these men lie to y'all that high quality, high value men are sitting here married to these women, and these women are sitting back, baking cookies and cooking and just ignoring all the shenanigans that's going on. That's not true. I live in these neighborhoods. There's always shenanigans going on. And the truth of the matter is, the women sometimes are cheating also. They're just better at it than men are. So that is what's truly going on. And I'm not saying get your high value or high quality men and cheat on him. I am saying that the way they are putting it out there is a lie. It's not truth. It's not truth. I know plenty of women that have been doing it down and dirty with other men. Off gate. So don't be sitting here thinking these women are sitting back and taking it and allow themselves to be cheated on just because there's some money available. That's not it. Usually they just don't want to leave their money or the bag so that they continue to do whatever they're doing, and they allow him to do what he's doing in peace. Don't let these people lie to y'all because y'all don't know somebody that live in these type of neighborhoods. The shenanigans that go on in these neighborhoods is crazy. It's just quiet. That's all. It's stuff that doesn't make the news. But it's breakup Friday. If he has lied to you and you don't trust him, break up with him. If he has disrespected you and called you out your name, break up with him. If he is not providing or giving provisions, break up with him. Stop holding on to a man that is not willing to hold on to you. Trust me when I tell you, treat a man like he's a leader. And let him know that. Let him know, hey, you a leader? You set the tone. Trust me, so if he set the tone of lying, deceitful, and cheating, trust me when I tell you, you need to break up with him, or most women, they will actually get on his level. Okay? I'm just going to be real with you. I can't stand the lies, because that's what it is. That's lies. Like, I live in these neighborhoods. The lowest house in this neighborhood is $700,000. And the further you go up, these neighborhoods everything goes on. It's quiet. It doesn't make the news. It's a safe neighborhood. Your kids can play outside after dark. But the shenanigans that go on behind closed doors, those are a whole nother story. So don't sit here and let these men lie to y'all and make you think that these women are sitting back allowing themselves to be cheated on. Because that is far from the case. A lot of times, these women be having them a sneaky link. A side piece. And nobody knows. You don't know until she decides to allow you to know. That is what it is. So they want y'all to sit here thinking, oh, I gotta get a high quality, high value man, and he gets to cheat on me. Baby, let me tell you, in this neighborhood, there's a known thing. Men lead. We don't embarrass our men. But if you're leading us down a path to hell, baby, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you guide you there. We're gonna help guide you there because we allow you to set the tone. We don't try to fix anything. And I'm telling you all this so you all will know. Y'all are going about it backwards. You're not supposed to be trying to fix it or make it right. And we're not talking about perfection now. Give him some leeway because ain't nobody perfect and you aren't either. I'm not either and you aren't either. So we're not looking for perfection in a man. We're just looking for a man to be accountable and self-aware, to know when he said something or did something wrong and make it right. That is all. If you can get a man that can do that and give you the bag and secure your future and make you feel safe, then you're winning. But trust me when I tell you, jumping through these hoops to try to figure him out, to get him to act right, y'all break up with that man. Break up with him now. Stop trying to go through and jump through these hoops for this man who ain't even your husband. So y'all over there trying to figure out how to get this man to act right and not cheat on you, and he not your husband? Baby, go ahead and break up with him now. Trust me when I tell you, when you break up with somebody and they see value in you, they'll do a whole 360. Just remember what I'm telling you. Every breakup requires a 360, which means there should be a renegotiation. He starts all the way over. I don't care if he's your husband or if you had some type of commitment prior. You do not accept any man back into your life without him going through those changes. Okay? But trust me when I tell you, y'all are being lied to. Y'all think that high value, high quality women are married to these men and they sitting there watching their men cheat. Y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy. Women are giving just as good as they give. Just as good as those men are giving, women are giving just as well. Man, let me tell you this. And men know this. That's why they lying to y'all on social media, because they can get away with it. They don't have too many women who are willing to talk about what's going on in shenanigans behind closed doors in these high-powered neighborhoods. And I can tell you this, baby. Some of these men are fathering kids and ain't theirs. Absolutely. These things go on. But the man he values her. He values her. So he does what he needs to do to keep her on his arm. So y'all got to realize men are leading in all things, and that includes relationships. This means whatever he's showing you, that is what he means, and that is what you need to follow. If he's giving you his behind the kiss, baby, go ahead and turn around and break up with him today. Right now. Don't worry about ghosting. Don't worry about what I got to say. Don't worry about what kind of conversation you got to have. Who cares? Y'all are complicating things. We easy breezy over here. I'm going to make things very easy with you. It is Breakup Friday. We breaking up with any and everybody who is not bringing value to our life. If he cheating on you, girl, go ahead and break up with him. Why you didn't break up with him yesterday? Break up with him twice for good measure. Because you didn't break up with him yesterday. You didn't break up with him when he cheated on you. You should have broke up with him immediately. He's already showing himself to you. Baby, at least lie to me before you get this ring on my finger. You ain't even gonna lie to me? You gonna cheat in my face? You gonna play all in my face? All right. Well then, I'm gonna break up with you. Break up with him today. Break up Friday. That's what we're doing today. We're no longer dealing with people who do not see our value. We're breaking up with them. I am tired, and y'all ain't gonna deplete me, because I do nothing but from everything from the overflow. And since I do everything from the overflow, I'm gonna make it very easy and very simple for you. Break up with them. If you're confused about where you are or where you stand with this man, break up with him. You don't have to worry about the standing. Because trust me when I tell you, men lead in all things. They lead in all things. So if he's showing you that he doesn't care about you, you don't care about him. If he's giving you his behind the kiss, you can go on and move around. If he is not treating you well or trying to impress you, baby, he's showing you what you need to know. Move around. Break up with him today. Not a dream. Ooh, bro, spilling the pipe on hot tea. Absolutely, because I'm so over this high quality, high value man conversation. Y'all really believe that as smart, as intelligent women are, they're sitting in the kitchen cooking and cleaning and taking care of this man and allowing him to cheat? Y'all really believe that? Come on now. That woman did not get where she is without being manipulative in her own way. She didn't get there where she got there in the first place without testing and vetting. She didn't get where she got there in the first place without doing some certain things. Y'all don't think she ain't got cheating in her too? The smart thing is, women are smarter than men when it comes to cheating. So none of the women would ever cheat close. And what I mean, they wouldn't cheat in the neighborhood. They wouldn't cheat with his boss. They wouldn't cheat with his cousin or his family members. They would literally cheat in a whole nother town away. But women are not sitting back, allowing themselves to be cheated on and allowing it to stand. They may not be divorcing him because they don't want to break their family apart. They may not be wanting to divorce him because they don't want to lose half. They may not be divorcing him because of those situations, or because of the fact maybe they got an image or reputation to uphold. They don't want to lose any of that, so they don't divorce him. But they definitely not allow him just to cheat on them. Y'all, that's a fantasy. That's a dream that men have created for themselves, thinking that women will continue to be stabbed over and over and over and not realize that it's a wound. They're going to continue to do it. Y'all know how women are. Let's be honest. We can be honest. Most of us women up here. A woman will literally cheat on a man, and only person know about it is her. And every time he get on her nerves, she'll just think about the time when she was in that back seat or whatever she was doing with somebody else. So let's not sit here and let's keep it 100 up on this live stream. We know how women do. Women like to celebrate. We don't need a whole cheerleading squad to celebrate. We can literally be putting one over on a man, and only person know we did it is us. And we celebrate it because he think he's getting over on us. He think he's misusing us, mistreating us, abusing us. And baby, we done already got him 3 ways to Sunday. But he don't know it. That's the beauty of it. And then if she's pushed to that limit, then she might bring it to the forefront and let everybody know it. But a lot of times women will do these stuff and they won't say nothing. Like, come on, y'all, be for real. Do y'all really think that women, as smart as women are, y'all think women sitting over there cooking up meals and sitting at the house and being cheated on by a high quality, high value man? Like, I don't know who lied to that person that's like got that narrative, but it's a whole lie. I stay in these type of neighborhoods and they definitely got shenanigans going on. The best closure is walking out of your walking into some healing. Absolutely. Walking out of your struggle. Better. Flashbacks. I love you. I love y'all too. That's why I have to tell you all, because I don't want you all to, don't get caught up in trying to be perfect or trying to figure out how to attract a man or how to make a man stay. Look, this is what I tell you all to do. Fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with you. Know what you want. Don't sit here and become so concerned and looking outside of yourself. Fall in love with you. Fall in love with the woman that you are. Fall in love with and know what you want out of life. That is the most important thing. Everything else will fall into alignment. Stop stressing yourself out. Y'all be like, oh, well, I'm getting older. I want to get married. You can't. You will. Trust me. A woman who gets married in her 40s can get married in her 50s. A woman gets married in her 50s and get married in her 60s. My grandma was literally 60-something years old still, and she still got marriage proposals. Why she turned them down? She decided that she didn't want to ever get married again. She was a widow. But she still got proposed to 3 times, and all of those men were high-value men. So I've seen women get married older. Y'all got to stop with this. This is the mindset they're putting out because they want you all to reach low. They want you to go low. They want you to reach the bottom of the barrel of men and take them because you're scared or you're insecure that you're not going to get married and have babies. Don't allow them to utilize that or use that against you. Don't allow them to use your mind against you. Struggle love can exist with dating high value men. Absolutely. So this is what we're going to do. For now, we're going to break up Friday. We're going to break up from confusion, from a man who's cheating on us, a man who's disrespecting us, a man who is not taking care of his kids, anything. If he is not living up to our standards, we are breaking up with him today. We're not going to hold on to him because trust me when I tell you that when you release a man back to the streets and from which he came, and he does this and he realizes, oh, she let me go, but I value her and I want to be in a relationship with her. Y'all, he's going to come back. He's going to come back. And the thing is, don't allow him to come through the same door that he went out of. Which means do not allow a man to come back the way he left. If he was doing something prior that wasn't correct, don't accept him back because he came back and he was willing to communicate and talk about it. It's back past that time because I know how women operated. You done talked to him already, right? How many of y'all done talked to him already? You done said it over and over and over. Women usually give men warnings, tons of them, before they do it. Women tell a man over and over and over before they will actually follow through. So I'm telling you now, it's time. It's time. Remember, when it comes down to it, men are supposed to be doing the work to improve a relationship. That is not our role or position. the reason why it's changed because a lot of things are changed. A lot of things are upside down. It should be down, upside down. It should be up. Like everything is wishy-washy and out of place and out of pocket. That is the reason why we got women trying to figure out how to improve and how to make things right. When men are the leaders, if they want to improve a relationship, they're supposed to come and communicate that. One monkey don't stop no show. Absolutely. Get another one. This is the reason why you're supposed to have another one. This is the reason why you're supposed to have that rotation. So when you break up today, you can start giving time and energy to another person. But break up Friday. I'm going to make it easy for you. If you're looking for a way to improve your relationship or you want something, you want to see if he values you, break up Friday. Remember, a man is always a leader at all times. A lot of us don't realize we're not paying attention to how a man is leading. Pay attention to how he's leading and don't ignore it. If a man is giving you his behind to kiss, pay attention to that and move around and break up with him. If a man is disrespectful, pay attention to that. If he doesn't communicate, break up with this man. Make things easy for you. And don't sit around to be traumatized. Why are y'all sitting in a relationship to be traumatized? Don't be. Don't be. Trust when I tell you, the man for you, he's going to care about you. He's not going to want to traumatize you. He's not going to want you to have to get a therapy session in order to get right. He is not going to want to tear you down, period. So y'all stop being in a relationship that you're going to be traumatized from. There's no growth. There's no honor in being traumatized. It just isn't. Do y'all know once you're traumatized, your brain rewires and you start to think differently, and then you catch yourself in a cycle of it happening over and over and over and over again? So it's better to be in a challenge than be in a trauma. Whew, man, that'll be a lot. Okay, that'll be a lot. I need to do a whole video of how not let that man come back through the same door. Because that's a lot. Because you're going to have to, really, he starts over. That's what you need to look at as, okay, maybe you missed something in the beginning. Maybe you didn't do your vetting process. You don't have a vetting process. Some of y'all don't have a vetting process. Some of y'all need to get in my dating workshop May 28th, May 29th, and May 30th. May 28th is full. May 28th, 9th is almost full. And May 30th is open. I have open seats. You might want to get it. Because some of y'all don't have a vetting process and it shows. It shows. Do y'all realize every woman isn't experiencing the same thing? I can talk with some women and they've never experienced some of the things that y'all experience. Y'all are experiencing horror shows. And that is that's not right. That's not right for women. Women should not be experiencing these horror shows that y'all talk to me about. Absolutely not. Some of the things I put on my Instagram page, y'all should never even know anything about it. But now I realize that some of you all have been through so many of those situations and experiences. That is sad. It's sad. But see, we have to realize since some other people haven't experienced those things, what are they doing different? That's what I'm going to teach you. What people are doing differently. Because those things are not acceptable. You should not be confused and be in a relationship. You should not be trying to teach this man how to speak to you, how to communicate to you, how to impress you. Those things should not be happening. A lot of times y'all dealing with men don't even got the basics down. But y'all are trying to figure out how to teach him the basics. You should be. Break up with him today. Break up with him today. I literally have to do a whole video on that. And that video probably will not come until after my workshop. Because I have people who actually paid seats to get the process of vetting. So they can make sure that they know how to test and make sure a man is not coming through the same door they went out of. But y'all know how I am. I love y'all so much, I'll probably give y'all a snippet of it. That's the best I can do. But I cannot give it all away because of the fact that it's not fair to the people who pay for the seats. But if you are committed in a relationship with a man and you break up with him today, you can't allow him to come back tomorrow. The terms are different. The price has changed. The price that he paid yesterday is not the price he's going to pay today. He no longer has any of the benefits of being a husband or being in a relationship with you. He is literally starting over as a target. So whatever your process was to get him to that commitment phase, you need to start all the way over. That's what I can say. And I don't know what y'all's process is. I'm starting to think there is no process. It is love. And women who get results and live a different life and they live as trophy wives, pedestal wives, kept women, sugar babies, finessers. All these women have different processes so they can experience what they are wanting to get out of a man. Y'all are doing it backwards because you're putting too much on your shoulders. Most of us know this, but y'all don't. So since y'all don't know it, and y'all my baby pedestal wives, I'm going to tell you right now, no man is allowed to come through the same door that he went out of. The price of that day is not the same one today. Renegotiation starts all the way over. Literally everything you know about that man, you know nothing now. When you start the process over, you know nothing about him. Everything that goes on the list is something you have to learn new. Because maybe you missed something. That's the reason why you had to go through the whole process in the first place. You missed something. And over here, baby, I'm 99% of the time correct. How do y'all think some of these women are able to finesse and be sugaring and stuff? They're 99% of the time correct. And the type of men that they are vetting to get whatever they're trying to get out of that man, they're vetting him prior in order to get that specific thing. And what I see, a lot of women who are not successful in relationships, y'all aren't vetting. Y'all aren't doing any type of testing. Matter of fact, y'all don't want to test. And that's okay. But trust me, you're going to have to deal with your consequences also of deciding not to test. This means you're literally You're literally throwing something in the dark and hoping it hits. And see, I don't do that. I'm a delusional woman that wins every single time. I don't even like to lose. And so this means I have a vetting process, and you should have one too. And trust me, any of my dating workshops are very affordable. My target is average women. It's average women. I could literally sell what I know to the women of my caliber, but I already know they have some of it. So they don't really need me in that matter. Average women need this game. And please let that man lead so you can get a clear assessment of where he stands. Absolutely. If we allow him to lead, we know what quality of leader he is. And then we reflect that back to him. I don't sit around and try to tell my husband, hey, you're not doing something right. Wherever he leads us, I'm a reflection of it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But that's the point. I'm a reflection of it. A man is supposed to lead. If he wants to improve the relationship, if he wants more sex in the relationship, he wants more communication, he wants more time. A man is a leader in those things. A lot of us have been lied to. We've been told that women are supposed to take care of those issues, and that's not true. When we're talking about a provider or provision relationship, where we're talking about masculine and feminine energy, and he is the leader of that relationship, baby, he's leading in all areas. If he says we need to spend more time together, he's creating a space for that. And that's what I get on a day-to-day basis. My husband creates dates, trips, all these things. I don't have to chase him down to figure out what type of dates are we going on or what type of vacations. But that's leading. If you want, a lot of men are talking about submission, but it's not really submission. They only want submission when it comes to decisions. They don't want submission in these bills. They don't want submission in family. They don't want submission where it's supposed to be at. If you want it, you're going to get it in all areas, which means I am not going to be trying to figure out how to improve our relationship. You better figure that all out on your own. You're going to lead. If you want less time with me and you're showing me you don't want to spend time with me, baby, I'm going to be a reflection. I'm not going to spend any time with you. If you want to go on better dates and you want me to be engaging and present, I'm going to be a reflection of you and I'm going to give that back to you. That's being a leader. And we're not talking about perfection. And guess what? The leader may mess up sometimes. But a leader who's self-reflective and accountable, they're going to come to you and say, I made a mistake. Y'all think I done been married 21 years. You think my husband ain't made a mistake? He has. But he's come to me as a man and said, hey, I made a mistake. That was a bad decision. That was a bad investment. Maybe that was a bad idea. Let's do it this way. Let's try this. That's a leader. Will we have access to the workshop after it's over? Absolutely. You will have the replay on the 31st. I want to leave corporate America to be a stay-at-home mom life. I'm struggling because my value has been tied to my job for a long time. And you should. You know why you should? Because as a feminine energy being, you should make your money work for you. This is another aspect of the dating workshop I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about how to make your money work for you. I think some of y'all think I have worked because I wanted to. It's an option in my marriage. I could work or not work. I could do nothing all day long, and my husband would be totally fine with it. I have absolute freedom. But I have worked, and when I did work, I didn't just waste that money. I make my money work for me. As you should make sure your money goes into income producing assets, so your money can start working for you. If you're in corporate right now, start creating your exit plan to get out of there. Start making sure that all your funds are in the right places. If you're spending your funds on things that don't matter and they're draining your money and you're single, stop it right now. Stop it right now. That's one of my goals, is teach you all. Stop listening to these people who tell y'all don't need any money. No, absolutely not. You do not go into a marriage without having walking power. Walking power consists of two things. Your looks, your looks are valuable, and your money. This means that you don't sit here and blow all of the money that's given to you. You're literally a part of the budget. And if you're working right now, you need to put your money in income producing assets. Either stocks that give out a dividend, CODs. There's so many different things you can do with your money and set yourself up where you're getting an income from your money. And that's what you should be doing. You should not be stressing yourself out in corporate. Make your money work for you. Oh, that's the television. I'm like, who got there? Even high caliber women such as yourself can learn loads from Braille. They probably do by just closely observing you. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? The reason why I'm kind of dedicating my page and my business and targeting the average woman is because I feel like it's time for you all to succeed. It's time for some of the secrets that our grandmothers, that other women gave to us, we give back. So yes, I want to, any woman can benefit from the advice that I give, any woman. But I definitely do target my average women. Okay, because I hear a lot of women talking about this in this type of business. They normally target women who are high earners. I'm targeting a woman who's just ready for a change. You ready for a change? I'm ready to give you one. That's the reason why all of my stuff is packaged appropriately for that. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. For 21 years, I have either been on the budget, which means I get an allowance. And I know it's not popular on social media. I get an allowance. My allowance is my upkeep. This means my hair, my makeup, my shoes, or anything that I desire. I get a certain amount for allowance. I used to blow it. Okay. I'm very honest. I used to blow it. That's the reason why I'm not in the millions as I should be. I would have been if I wouldn't have just, I was young. I got married at 19, and my husband has always been very generous by giving me an allowance to make sure that I never felt like that I wasn't valuable. He values a stay-at-home mom and wife. So he knew that I was doing a very hard job, and he wanted to make sure that I had my own money. So he gave me that to say, hey, you don't have to worry about working. All you have to do is focus on my children. That's what, he doesn't even care about me focusing on him. Okay. He cares more about me focusing on our children, me being there for them and pouring into them more than he cares about me pouring into him. And see, that is the epitome of a masculine energy man. They really care about their offspring. They want the offspring to have the best woman that they can possibly get. So I blew a lot of my money. In my early 20s, I blew it. I went on vacations. Y'all, I've been a lot of places. I took my children to 5-star restaurants, resorts. We have been a little bit everywhere because of the fact in my youth, we traveled. While my husband was working, we traveled. I would take my kids. We would go to Florida. We would go to Texas. We've been everywhere because I like to travel. And that's what I did for my children. So my kids are used to 5-star. They're used to 5-star resorts. They're used to the Michelin level of restaurants. They're used to those places because that's where we go eat at. But doing that, I didn't invest my money well. I didn't invest it. I didn't catch on that I'm supposed to be investing that money to about my probably like late 20s, like 28. And that's really too late because I'm in my early 40s. I should have been investing, and I'd have been a multi-millionaire because he always made sure that I had money. And I've never had to worry about working. That's never been a thing. He believes that a man should provide 100% and a woman shouldn't have to work because the kids are the priority. I don't think you should even date without walking power. Men can try to take advantage if you really broke. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think women should put themselves in a position of not in struggle and lack. They shouldn't be in struggle and lack when they're dating. Because it makes you desperate. It makes women, and I think it's making women desperate. I think some women are very desperate to get into that high value man, high quality man, that they ignore some things and they get in a marriage that they regret. But the dating workshop is full on May 28th, May 29th. I do have some seats available, and May 30th I have most of my seats. Well, I can look, but I think they're all available. So I put you in small groups. You will get an email. I think it's next week. Let's see what date it is. I think it's like May 5th. You get an email telling what group and time, so that you'll know what time you're going to show up, what time your live training is going to be. When you go in, you're going to have other resources and tools that's going to be available to you, which means there's going to be some other videos and stuff like that other than the live training that we're going to have. We're going to have 3-hour live training with Q&A. When you leave that dating workshop, there's not going to be any questions you should have when you get done. There's none. That's the reason why I've been holding off on putting certain things out. Because one of the things that I feel like is very valuable, you all got to stop thinking that what people are telling you on social media is true. Because one of the things I keep seeing that's going around, y'all really think that y'all have to do certain things in order to show him that you are a wife. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, and I gotta get ready to go because my lunch is still late. It's late. I don't know what's going on, but it's really late. But one of the things I can tell you right now, if you're a wife and he sees you as a wife, he sees you as a wife. He's not looking for you to do certain things or jump through hoops to show that you're a wife. But if you must show that you're a wife, there's certain things you need to move and act differently. But it's not going to be what y'all think it is. There's no such thing as cooking and cleaning and showing him these things in order to be a wife. I'm not sure who started that lie, but that's a lie from the pit of hell. That is not true. Men marry women who cannot cook every single day. Men marry women who won't clean nothing. Nothing. You hear what I'm saying? Nothing. Nada. Because that's not the way you show a man that you're a wife. That is not the way you show a man that you're a wife. You have to move differently in order to show that you're a wife. You have to have different expectations and standards to show that you're a wife. Y'all are not showing men you're a wife by cooking or cleaning. Baby, you know he can hire somebody to cook. He can hire somebody to clean. And these things don't matter because he married women every single day who can't do either. Now, if you love to do those things, great. Nothing wrong with that, because guess what? They're going to come in handy when you have children. They're going to come in handy when you have children. So it don't matter if you know how to cook well. I'm not saying if you know how to cook well, don't cook. I'm saying it don't matter. Basically nobody cares. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody cares. Men don't care about that. Only men care about that is the men who are trying to keep y'all in a chokehold and trying to help y'all continue to prove yourselves to men. Those are the men who keep spouting the same thing over and over and over because they don't want y'all to get off that hamster wheel. Because if you all learn the game and you stop doing these things, who can they take advantage of? There ain't going to be nobody to take advantage of. There ain't going to be nobody else to be cooking for free for them. There's not going to be anybody else giving them sex for free. There's not going to be anybody giving these things for free. So that's the reason why they got y'all in the chokehold line, y'all. Trust me, these high quality, they love talking about high value men and know nothing about them. Those men, they're talking about art. Why would a man he has a maid service already? Why do y'all think he care about y'all cleaning? He has a cook that comes in. Why do y'all care about you cooking? Do y'all really think he actually is evaluating you based off that? Trust me when I tell you, a lot of these women can't cook and don't clean nothing. All of us literally share the same maid. All of us share the same maid because it's a discount. So if y'all really think women who are living in these these empowered neighborhoods with these, and they're cooking and cleaning all the time, they lying to y'all. And y'all don't believe the women who tell you the truth who live in these neighborhoods. Most of us have maids. Most of us share maids. Why? It's cheaper. Because that maid service is providing services to the entire neighborhood, and it's cheaper to do so than to hire someone else outside of that company. Cooking. That don't matter. Most of the women, some of these women can't burn water. Some of these women cannot cook at all. So if y'all gonna get better at cooking for yourself and your children. Be good at it for that. Don't be good at it for a man. Because that's not gonna matter in the long run. Y'all think that men out here marrying a woman just because they can cook? They're not. They're not. Because they know, and that's why they lie to y'all. Because they know if they continue with that lie, they're going to continue to get these freebies. Y'all need to go ahead and cut that mess out. That's not showing that you're a wife. I'm going to show you how to be a wife and how to show yourself and communicate that you are a wife. Because some of y'all are doing it wrong. Let's see here. But you did invest your money well. You invested into your children. People are paying coaches learn how to be in upscale places. Well, yeah, I mean, I look at it as though, like, I'm one of those people. I look around me too. You know, I look at the women that live in the neighborhoods I live in, married the type of men I'm married to, and I look at how their individual finances are way better than mine, because they pretty much, you know, they didn't take their kids out. It's a whole lie that these women are very nurturing too. They're lying. Like, it's rare to be the type of mom that I am to my kids. So that's a lie too. That's another lie. They make y'all think that these high value men are out here marrying quality women who nurture, who cook, who clean. And these men ain't marrying those type of women. Some of these women cannot cook, they do not clean, and they don't watch their kids. I just happen to be a country girl. And I'm a country girl. I value being a mom. So since I value it, I took my kids on experiences. And they didn't. Because they don't spend no time with their kids. Period. And that's the truth of the matter. If anybody's in these type of neighborhoods, go ahead. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Babes, look on the thing and see if my lunch is here. And just put it on the bed, because I'm getting ready to get off. This is my daughter. With her spoiled behind. She just seen her probably get the credit card. But that's the whole point. They're lying to you all, because I live in these neighborhoods. Some of these women do not take care of their kids. Some of these women do not cook, and they definitely don't clean. A lot of these things are ordered out. A lot of things are ordered out. So the thing is, for people to say that and be like, oh, well, she's in there. If you want your high value man, and here's another thing that's funny. It's funny how they're telling y'all that these high value women are size 2. Are they crazy? They smoking something or eating something. Because I can tell you right now, these women are not a size 2. Maybe it's different in another neighborhood, because I am Southern and I'm in the South. And you know, in the Southern, we love some hips, lips, and everything else, right? So they're not small women. These men are married to women who are not small. So I'm not sure where that came from. Now, I will say this. The woman isn't overly obese either. Now, that's one thing that's not going to happen. It's not going to fly. Because she knows that she has to have walking power. If you live this type of life, you don't want to sit here and get yourself out of if you want another husband, you don't want to decide or put yourself out the running. Because when it comes down to it, your shape matters, your body matters in this lifestyle. So she's not going to get out of shape to that level. But she's not a size 2. I would say, looking around the neighborhood, I would say women are from a size 8 to 12. Like 8 to 12. They're not small. Even the young little, because I know they like to compare black women to white women. Even the white women ain't small. Actually, I'm smaller than most of the white women. Like, and I stay in a almost $1 million neighborhood. So, they're lying to y'all. Now, maybe it's different in other areas. I'm going to speak for my community only, okay? Women are not overly obese, okay? But they're not super small either. We're Southern. We got hips and lips and honey dips. We got all of that and more. So, and it's just packaged in a great way, okay? So even if they're size 12, that size 12 look freaking good, okay? So I would say that. That's what I would say. I would say they're lying about this size 2 narrative, because I ain't never seen it. And I've always stayed in these neighborhoods. I've never stayed in nothing less or nothing. I've never stayed anything less, y'all. So I've never seen a neighborhood where these women who are doing the things that they're talking about. I've never seen it. So I don't know what they're talking about. Same. I'm a single mom. My money goes to her. Absolutely. What do these wives do? Charities, and they be on the board or something. Like, they're not home. That's why I was like laughing when I hear these men talking about that these women be sitting at house and they be sitting here knitting or sewing or doing some, I guess, feminine activity in their head. And that's how you know it's a delusion, because it's not true. These women are on the board or something. They're on the PTA. They're on the board of housing. They're on they're in these positions of helping the communities run. That's what they do. They think about it. If you want to imagine what these women do, these pampered princesses, they're the Karens of the neighborhood. That's who they are. They're the ones that are going to come tell you that maybe you got something the wrong color on your house and it's against regulations. Those are the women. That's what they're doing right now. They're the Karens. Yes, spelling Southern Bells. Yay! Y'all know I'm Southern through and through. But that is what the wives do. The wives don't do what, I'm not sure why they think that the wives are sitting in there like Betty Crocker and homemaking. That's not what they do. Now, if he looked up and he got one like that, that's great. I mean, because like I've always been honest that I don't fit in with these group of women, because I would prefer to spend time with my family and my children. Like, I love the fact that I can me and my kids, we can have different experiences. So I've always valued that more than to be out here like Karen, figuring out who doing what in the neighborhood. Because that's what they do. If you want to know what the gossip is of the neighborhood, you go and hang out with these women. Because they don't do nothing but gossip and be Karens. That's all they do. Anybody who live in these type of neighborhoods, you know. That's all they do. They talk about what their neighbor doing, who's sleeping with who done lost money. They don't really be doing anything, y'all. They not helping nothing. Any community board that they own, they just there to be nosy and gossip. I work with some. Well, that's what they are. They Karens. They Karens with a lot of money. That's all they are. They don't do anything. They don't care about the family. They ain't spending time with the family. If they do go and do something, it's for everybody else to see that they are taken care of and provided. It's more like of an image thing. Like I said, I don't fit in because I can't get down with the image thing. I have to be authentic and be who I am. What do they do for their husbands? Some of them do nothing. Y'all done see, that's another lie that I told y'all. Did they tell y'all that the wife is going to help connections and help mingle with other families? Some of these women do nothing. That's absolutely what they do. Some women do nothing. Some women are useful and can help their husband mingle and make connections in the community. That's it. But most of the time, they do nothing. They just a pretty figure that's beside him. Because they are protected. They are protected. They are. Because as soon as you have a problem with them, they know somebody can go above your head and get something done. But as far as what they do for their husbands, a lot of times they don't do nothing. Well, I would say this: organize. They organize a lot of things. Like for their husband, they will make sure that his home life is ran smoothly. Even if they don't cook, they order the food. Even if there's an issue inside the home, they handle it so he doesn't have to worry about it. So they do that. So I would say organization. They make sure everything kind of runs smoothly for him. That's what they do. But there are some that do nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's why I said y'all don't get distracted by what social media is telling you that you must be or you must have in order to obtain one of these high value men. Because it's not true. Every man has a different idea of what he wants. They're not a monolith. They don't all want the same thing. Some men just want you to be pretty. Take care of yourself and take care of his kids. That's enough. Some men want you to organize and make sure his home life runs smoothly. What strategy do these Karens follow to marry well? Vetting. They have a vetting process. No one gets through the door. They're not scared of testing. They're not scared of putting a man through the paces. They're not scared of losing a man either. They just feel like, hey, there's one behind them. They just move around. That's what Karens are doing. They're not sitting around here scared to test him. They're not scared to put him through the paces, scared to lose him. That's not what they're doing. So that's what they do. And they get very crystal clear about what they want. They don't be on the fence about I want to get married, I don't want to get married. It's a well-known thing that they want to get married. They put themselves in spaces where they're going to be able to meet those type of men. They don't hope and pray that they're going to be able to meet that man in the space if they don't come in contact with those men on a daily. If you know you live in an area where you don't come in contact with people that are high, that you consider to be high value in the first place, then you shouldn't be in that area. That is not the right area to lifestyle freestyle. I hate that. That's a long word. But lifestyle freestyling just means you use your life as a freestyle. The place that you live, you encounter these high value, high quality people anyway. So you just are in the right place at the right time. And you meet somebody. But when you live outside of that, then it makes it hard on yourself. Because you don't really know the spot to be at for where people are hanging out at. You don't know where they go out to eat. You don't know where they shop at. You don't know any of these things you need to know. So do your research. Figure out what type of man you want. Where does he be at? Who does he hang around? And where you can possibly run into him at. See, we cannot sit back and wait for everything to happen for us. Or you're just waiting for it to maybe happen. When you just sit back and waiting for it to happen, that's a maybe. See, I don't like maybes. And I don't like those type of odds. So I want a sure thing. So one of the things I'm going to make sure I do is I'm going to put the energy in it to figure out what is my target. After you break up Friday with the man that you're currently talking to who is wasting your time, write down your current target and what that looks like. No pretty dummies. Absolutely. Why do men marry these types? Because, y'all, marriage is not about love. That's why. Marriage is literally a man's way to get a promotion. Do y'all know in the type of positions that you want your man to be in, that he has to get married because he won't go any further? That is why men marry. Men are not married because of love. They're not married because they fell head over heels in love with you. Men will literally marry because they know that they will be limited if they don't marry. That is the reason why men marry. Especially high value men, high quality men. They're not marrying because of love. They're married because this woman is someone that I can get along with. Someone who shares my same values. Someone who I can we can create a life together. And I'm gonna get married because I want to go further. I want to get ahead. Do y'all know most corporations will not allow a single man to go much further? There's limits for a single man. And most men who are very ambitious know this. So that's why they marry. They marry because it's a benefit to them. And you fit in their life. You fit in their life. You're willing to, whatever y'all negotiated, you're willing to give it to him. And he knows this. Y'all, high value, high quality people do not marry because of love. Love is never in the equation. It's on the back burner. Love is the last thing on that list. Because love is something that grows and happens over time. It's not something that just is a flash in the pan. I love that you're actually a real housewife. Absolutely. Real housewife, a very long time. And one of the reasons I started doing my platform is because of the fact that I had a friend that used to live in these type of neighborhoods with me. And we used to do everything together. We used to have so much time, and we used to go to brunch. We used to have so much fun. But then her husband got caught up in some things, and she divorced him. But then she didn't do certain things I thought should have been done. I was like, maybe I should start talking about it. She can go about it correctly. And one of the things I do not invite myself to somebody else's mess. I don't invite myself to give people advice if they didn't, invite me to do so. So I saw these things and I was like, you know what? I got time. I'm in overflow. Why not give back to the community and then make sure that I'm targeting the average woman instead of women like myself. They start early. They do. They do. Girl, don't keep giving it away, because they sure do. They start early. Would you date someone you work with if they're on executive level? It depends on what isn't for you. Is it going to be beneficial to you? That's the only way I would do it, because you don't eat where you. There's an expression about working with your counterparts, and you might not want to go down that path. But if you know that this person is really going to give you what you desire out of in life or in a relationship, then yes. Executive level, absolutely. Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, I've never been one of these women who say you can only marry rich men. Marry well, but we don't have to just marry rich men, okay? Marry the man who's going to give provisions and provide for you. Marry the man who's going to be there and, who values you. Marry that man. So I would say never below, in the times that we're currently in, if I was honest, I would say never, it would always have to be upper middle class. You can't do anything below, middle class ain't gonna do it anymore. Maybe if the economy was different, I would say middle class. But the economy has changed, and if you are currently wanting a husband, upper middle class and up, I don't even really care about his job. Executive level, CEO level, I don't care what his job is. What did his bank account say? What did his money say? That is more important. Do we pretend to want love since they don't care? Men expect you to want love. I'm not saying you got to act like you don't want to ever be loved or nothing like that. I am saying that that's not what you're hunting for. If you want what I'm advising women to have, love is not on the first thing that's on your list. You're looking for values. You're looking for more. You're looking for finances. All of these come before love. Because love is, y'all are not experiencing love. Y'all are experiencing lust. That is the reason why. You can say you want love because you do. You're a pedestal wife. Pedestal wives want it all. We want his heart and we want his money. So we want it all. There's nothing wrong with saying you want love because you want it, right? Like, who don't want love? I want love. I want to be loved. But I also know that's not the first thing I need to be looking for, because love is more than just a feeling or emotion. It's literally actionable. And love has been mistreated. People say they're in love, but how they treating each other? That's the reason why I'm not looking for love first. All right, but I got to go. I have to go. And I appreciate you all spending some more time with me. Thank you so much. I'll see you all on the next one. I got to go. Bye.